Every year, nearly 10,000 companies are incorporated in the Cayman Islands. That's not a coincidence. And in the next few minutes, I'm going to show you exactly how it's done, from choosing your company type all the way through to staying compliant. Let's start with why so many businesses choose this jurisdiction in the first place. The Cayman Islands offers a tax-neutral environment, no corporate income tax, no capital gains tax, no withholding tax. On top of that, you get strong privacy protections, a legal system based on English common law, and a stable, internationally respected jurisdiction. Before we get into the steps, let's cover the documents you'll need to have ready. This is one of the most common questions people ask, so let's get it out of the way early. There are two categories: documents for individuals and documents for corporate members. For every individual involved in the company, whether that's a director, shareholder, or ultimate beneficial owner, you'll need three things. First, a valid passport or government-issued ID as proof of identity. Second, a recent utility bill, bank statement, or similar document as proof of residential address. And third, proof of source of funds. This could be bank statements, tax returns, or a letter from your accountant showing where your money is coming from. If any of your company's members are corporate entities rather than individuals, you'll need to provide corporate documents for each one. That includes a certificate of incorporation or its equivalent, the company's constitutional documents, such as the Memorandum and Articles of Association, and current registers showing directors, shareholders, and beneficial owners. Now here's something that catches a lot of people off guard. All documents that aren't in English need to be translated into English. And everything needs to be certified as true copies by an authorized professional. That could be a notary, a judge or magistrate, a certified accountant, or through an apostille. Getting these documents together takes time, so start collecting them early. It'll make the rest of the process much smoother. Now let's get into the registration process. The first step is deciding what type of company you want to form. The Cayman Islands offers several business structures, and choosing the right one really matters. So let's break down the most common options. First up, the Exempted Company. This is by far the most popular choice for foreign investors. An exempted company can conduct business internationally but can't trade within the Cayman Islands itself. It allows full foreign ownership, offers strong privacy, and comes with minimal reporting requirements. If you're incorporating from outside the islands, this is most likely what you want. Next, the Limited Liability Company, or LLC. It's similar to a U.S. LLC. It gives you a separate legal identity and limits the liability of its members. You'll need to file annual returns and pay an annual fee, but it's a solid option if you want operational flexibility. There are other options too. Ordinary resident companies are designed for businesses that plan to actually operate within the Cayman Islands. Foundation companies are a newer structure that blends features of companies and trusts. And beyond those, you've got foreign companies, unlimited companies, and not-for-profit associations. But for most international entrepreneurs and investors, the Exempted Company, or the LLC, will be the right fit. Take your time with this step. The entity type you choose is going to stay with your business for its entire lifetime. It affects your tax position, your liability, your reporting obligations, everything. So make sure it aligns with your long-term goals before you move on. Every company in the Cayman Islands is required by law to have a local registered agent and a registered office address. You can't incorporate without them. Your registered agent acts as the bridge between your company and the Cayman Islands government. They handle filing your incorporation documents, manage your compliance paperwork, and make sure your company meets all the regulatory requirements. They'll also provide you with a registered office address, which is where official correspondence and legal documents from the authorities are received on behalf of your company. If you need help with this, Expanship can arrange a registered agent and registered office for you in the Cayman Islands. We handle the coordination so you can focus on your business. Check the link in the description. Whichever route you go, make sure you choose a licensed, reputable agent. A good one won't just file paperwork. They'll guide you through the rest of the process and help you avoid costly mistakes down the road. Once you've got your registered agent in place, the next step is choosing a name for your company. Your name can be in English, Chinese, or other languages. But if it's not in English, you'll need to provide an English translation. It also can't be identical or too similar to any existing company in the Cayman Islands. And it needs to end with a corporate suffix indicating limited liability, something like limited, or Ltd. There are some restricted words to watch out for, too. Words like bank, royal, or insurance can't be used without prior approval from the relevant authorities. You can check whether your preferred name is available through the registry portal online, or your registered agent can handle it for you. Reserving a name is free for up to 10 days. If you need to hold it longer, you can reserve it for up to 90 days for a small government fee. One more thing. Don't just check the exact name you want. Check for variations, alternate spellings, and similar-sounding words, too. That extra step can save you from a rejection that delays the whole process. Now we get to the paperwork. The documents depend on the type of company you're forming. For an exempted company, you'll need a Memorandum of Association, which sets out your company's name, objectives, and share structure, and the Articles of Association, which cover how the company is governed internally. For an LLC, the key documents are the registration statement, which gets filed with the registrar, and an LLC agreement, which outlines the rights and obligations of the members. You'll also need to prepare statutory registers and certificates. For an exempted company, that's a register of members, directors, beneficial owners, and share certificates. For an LLC, it's a register of managers, members, beneficial owners, and membership interest certificates. Once your documents are ready, your registered agent submits the incorporation application to the Cayman Islands Registrar of Companies on your behalf. Most applications are processed within 4 to 6 business days. If you need it faster, the registrar offers expedited processing for an additional fee, where your application will be processed within 24 hours. During this time, the registrar may come back with questions or requests for clarification. If that happens, respond as quickly as you can. Delays in getting back to them will delay your entire incorporation. Once approved, you'll receive your Certificate of Incorporation. That's the official document proving your company legally exists. You'll need it for things like opening a bank account, which brings us to the next step. Opening a bank account isn't legally required for incorporation, and it doesn't have to be in the Cayman Islands either. Your Cayman entity can open a bank account in any country that accepts offshore companies. You've got options beyond traditional banks, too. Digital banking providers and electronic money institutions, often called EMIs, based in places like Singapore, Hong Kong, the UK, and across Europe, are becoming increasingly popular for offshore companies. They tend to offer faster onboarding and more flexible multi-currency accounts. That said, whether you go with a traditional bank or a digital provider, be prepared for a thorough due diligence and know your customer process, often called KYC. They'll want detailed documentation about your company, its directors, shareholders, and the nature of your business activities. If you need help with this, Expanship can assist with the entire bank account opening process end-to-end. More details are on our website, link in the description. One thing to keep in mind, the account opening process can take anywhere from a few days with digital providers to several weeks with traditional banks. So start on this as soon as you have your Certificate of Incorporation in hand. Don't wait. Your company is officially incorporated. Congratulations! But the work doesn't stop here. There are several ongoing obligations you'll need to stay on top of. These include annual government fees, which are due every January, filing annual returns with the registrar, maintaining your statutory registers and keeping them up to date, filing an annual economic substance notification, and if your company carries out certain defined activities, meeting the economic substance test, and maintaining a beneficial ownership register. Falling behind on any of these can result in penalties, fines, or even your company being struck off the register. We'll be covering all of these compliance requirements in detail in a dedicated episode, so make sure you're following us so you don't miss it. Now let's talk about what this all costs. The exact numbers vary depending on your service provider, but here's a rough breakdown so you know what to expect. First, government registration fees. These are set by the Cayman Islands Registrar. For an exempted company, you're looking at roughly $850 to $3,100 or more, depending on the size of your share capital. For an LLC, it's around $1,100. Next, your registered agent and registered office fees. These typically run anywhere from $1,500 to $3,000 per year, depending on the provider. Then there are professional service fees. That's the cost of having someone prepare your incorporation documents, handle the filing, and coordinate the whole process. Across the market, This can range from $2,000 to $5,000 US. So all in, most people end up spending somewhere between $4,300 and $11,000 US or more when you add everything up. And don't forget about annual renewal costs. For an exempted company, the government annual fee ranges from around $1,100 to $3,400 US or more, depending on your share capital. For an LLC, it's around $1,400 US. On top of that, your registered agent and registered office renewal will typically run between $1,500 and $3,000 US per year. Then there's the annual economic substance notification, which costs around $500 US. And if your company is obligated to file an economic substance return, that's an additional $1,000 US. You're typically looking at $3,100 to $7,900 US or more per year to keep your company in good standing. But wait! At Expanship, we offer all-inclusive incorporation and renewal packages at a fraction of what most providers charge. So that's everything you need to know to register a company in the Cayman Islands. If you want help with any of this, Expanship can handle the entire process for you. We'll arrange your registered agent and registered office, prepare your incorporation documents, coordinate the filing with the registrar, and assist with opening your corporate bank account, everything end-to-end, so you can focus on what actually matters, your business. Check the link in the description or visit our website at expanship.com to get started. If you've got questions, drop them in the comments if available, and we'll do our best to respond. Or if you'd prefer, head over to our website and leave your contact details. One of our team members will get in touch with you. And as always, this is for educational purposes only. Always consult with a qualified legal or tax professional before making any business decisions. Thanks for tuning in. See you in the next one.